my fellow car milers, how are you doing today? This is an update video, just a quick update video on something that we covered 3 months ago. That video right there, we wanted to see how this stuff would last. Like the last bottle I got, I opened it up, only last 3 months. Well, it's been 3 months since I opened this up. So let's take a look at how this new bottle is doing, because, well, we'll go ahead and get a quick recap here after the music. Previously on Model Car Hobby Headquarters, I put a little bit of a heated post a while back on my Luka Model Car Hobby Headquarters Facebook group, Bob Smith Industries glue. That has been my preferred glue. I talked a little bit about it in that video right there. I was unhappy with some results because it just didn't last long sitting here on my bench. He says there has been an improvement in these bottles. Keep these more tight, that they will last longer. Just get that bottle open just to see how long it'll live. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and breach it right now. So I'm basically going to activate it. I'm going to get this open. Let's get this out and exposed. There we go. I take my applicator, I dip it in. This stuff is, if you can see it, it's doing really what it does when you get it brand new. I immediately will close this up and it sits until the next time I use it. There, that one is testing right now. We're testing it. We're gonna do a video and take a look at this bottle in a couple of months. I'll open it up like I normally do. About 3.5 months, we're gonna take a look at this bottle. Let's see, I'll put a T right there, you know, so remember that right there. T for test. The date, okay, it's 3 months since I opened it. This is December 11th, and let's open this up and we're going to do a little gluing around. What the heck? Let's see. And this is how I do. I don't cut the tops off. I like to keep a nice tight seal. That's what I did with that last bottle that didn't last long. Let's go ahead and glue some stuff. Now, looking at it, a little concerned. I've been actually using this one, but I see a little bit of gummed up stuff, but that's just at the top. Let's look way down in the bottom here. And it's pretty liquidy. Oh yeah, it's still the same consistency. I'm going to glue some resin together because that is what I primarily use this glue for nowadays, is to glue resins and other materials, not styrene. I like to fuse the styrene with, of course, the extra thin here. So this is some resin scoop. That actually, a little surprise I'm working on, that we're going to be coming out with this hood scoop along with a whole bunch of hood scoops soon. And it's a 3-piece. This is actually a different resin, but this is resin. The bottom there. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of glue in, just dab a little there. It's a little stringy. Let me get some. It's already been setting up. Let's see, nice and fresh. And take the part and stick it on in there. Okay, we got it all in place. We got it in the right spot. I'm going to take my activator that I keep in this bottle, but this is actually Bob Smith Industries Instaset. I like to just take a little dab into there. Dab into there, that gets it rocking. And this is glued on good. There we go. And of course, let's go ahead and take another dab in here. That's in pretty good shape. We'll go ahead and put it on the glue area. Set this on there. It's already setting on pretty good. actually didn't prep it good enough. I didn't sand enough there, but we got it. There we go. And there we go. I didn't even put any Instaset on there. There we go. We've got ourselves a hood scoop all glued together. Nice and solid. So there you go. Okay, I'm stopping the video right now because I'm kind of changing the direction I was going. I'm going to be extremely transparent here to everyone there, because I feel since I started this channel, I had an idea of what I was going to do, and I was going to talk about the hobby and report things to the hobby to you guys, that you, my viewers, the people that watch, the model car builders out there, are the number one who I do this for, not companies, not even my company. With that being said, this was going to be in the direction that, hey man, this stuff is better now, and I'm going to go back to what I originally post back on my Facebook group and everything else, that I was going to stop using this. Not that it's an inferior product, I think it's an inferior packaging system, and I'm going to stick by that, and I'm going to tell you why. As I was doing this video, and then I was seeing things, and I was wondering about it as I was shooting it, when I actually was looking at the playback. Like, look at this right here. Okay, that right there is where I stopped. Right there, that last scene. You see all that stringiness. And I'm going to say that this bottle, I'm at the like in 2 days, it'll be 3 months since I opened it, that we saw at the beginning of this video from the other video that I did. And I said I was going to go 3.5 months because the bottle that went bad on me, it was 3.5 months. But I hate to say it, this is showing signs of going bad. I've been regularly using it, not a ton. Like I said, I don't use CA glue, but once in a while. When it comes to gluing styrene, I prefer, this is the best way to go for styrene. That's why I was gluing the resin pieces. That's what I use it for. But I am going to go back to just, going to the grocery store, buying either the Elmer's brand or the Doro brand, whatever, the little metal tubes. Like I said in the past, I buy those. They're small amounts. They're cheap, $5 for a couple of tubes. It's not even that. It's cheaper than that. What am I saying? The thing about it is they actually last longer in the metal tubes. And there was a product that is for a different use, but I've been playing with this, and this is from Bob Smith Industries here. I think if he went to putting everything in these tubes, there's something about them being in metal tubes. Let's gonna try this stuff out right now. Being in metal tubes, they tend to, the glue tends to last longer. I'm kind of messing around right now. I don't know if I wasn't prepared for it, but this stuff, as of right now, seems to work better. But right now my tip is all plugged up. That's normal. That's not at fault of the company. I wasn't prepared to try to do a test with this stuff. I haven't used this, and this is designed for doing underwater stuff, it's called coral frag glue. I've been told that it is a glue for gluing stuff together in fish tanks and stuff where it's going to be wet. But it seems to work fine on doing what you do with any typical CA glue for the other stuff that you would glue together. This is starting to congeal, gel up, whatever the word you want to use. It's at 3 months, so I am going to give it a couple more weeks. I was supposed to look at it in the beginning of January. Maybe we'll take another look and see. We'll give this a couple more weeks. We're going to see what it does, but it's showing the signs of gelling up. So I have to stand by what my original thing was. If it makes industries mad, people that sell this product, Bob himself, he didn't seem to be real happy with me and the things I was saying. He sent me product, but that doesn't mean, and I can tell you, he was offering to send me replacements. All I asked him for was I wanted to try this out. He was the one who sent me all that stuff. And I'm saying it right now. This is why when I talk about a company on this channel, I truly believe in them. Truly believe in them. There's a lot of companies out there, and I'm sure you have noticed that they are not on my channel for whatever reasons. Either I just don't I just don't have any knowledge of how their product works because I haven't used it or for whatever reason. But the only way I talk about a company on here is if I actually use them and I feel secure and I like the product. I am not going to do any fluff pieces on this channel talking up a company because they sent me free stuff. I don't care about getting free stuff. I care about getting the proper information out to you guys. That's how I roll. And if it makes people mad, it makes people mad. Sorry, Bob, if you are watching this or whatever. I'm calling it as I see it. I think that this is not the best containment system for these type of CA glues, super glues. I think it's too much. I think if these were tiny little bottles, and I know there's no money to be made in that with the hobby shops and all that. I've never really been a fan of bigger bottles. They actually used to do a smaller one than this, and I can't seem to find it anywhere. I would rather even have this is a half ounce. I would rather have, I think they do quarter ounces, and I don't even think, I probably would be throwing half or 3/4 of that away all the time. So it's not about money. I could care less about what it costs. Not buying the little tubes that you get at your local Kroger or Fry's or whatever. I don't care what the price is. I can't even think of what the price of those are. It's not about being cheap. It's about it lasts longer. I'm tired of grabbing glue when I need it and it's bad. And it seems like this is about to turn, and the next time I go to use it in a couple of weeks, I think it's going to be nothing but a jelly in there. We're going to find out because I'm going to do another video. But I'm coming clean with that because this video almost got put out to where I was going, no, this stuff is great. It's awesome. They fixed whatever happened. I can't honestly say that. Again, the product is good. I don't think there's anything wrong with the product. I think it's the containment system. I'm probably going to have to do it in a different video. I haven't been using this right here, but I got a feeling because this is that metal tube, I'm curious to see how long this stuff will last. It seems like CA glues do better in a metal tube, and it's maybe not as attractive, but I think this is the route to go for packaging CA glues. Verdict isn't in yet. The jury is still out on this right here, but from what I can feel in there, it still feels pretty liquidy. I'm going to start using that as my main CA glue for a while. Again, look. It's that same bottle. It's got the T on it. And you can see by the chunking of that, I have been using this stuff. But it's kind of funny how all of a sudden when I go to make this video, we're exactly 3 months later, it looked a little gelled. And when I saw that stringing in the editing, I didn't notice it as I was gluing, that part right there. It was stringing up. And although it still worked and flowed real good right now, I don't think it has much time left on this earth. This bottle is almost full, and I'll probably be throwing it out in a couple of weeks because it'll be useless. Sorry, that's not 100% my conclusion, but that's my conclusion. At this point, my mind hasn't been changed. I'm going to go back to my original post that I did on my Facebook group, and I have to say, and this is not just singling out Bob Smith Industries. There's all those other glues that are in these type of bottles that are CA glues. They all do it. It's not just one single company. It's the containment system. And I am choosing to just go back to the hardware grocery store, little metal tubes. They just don't let me down. There you go. That's oddly enough it. Where I'm going to say, this is me, Luka C. Keep gluing those fingers together. And keep cutting that styrene. And we will see you in the next video. Here's the producers.
Hello, Phoenix!